In today's video, we have 5 questions that we're going to ask each other. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Well, we decided to have a little fun today. I've got my partner Dave with me.
Hey everyone.
He hasn't been on for a while, so we decided to do a fun video. We went on the internet and asked for questions to ask each other, especially when you've been married a long time or you're a senior citizen. So there was a whole long list of questions. I told Dave to pick 5 and I would pick 5. And then he would ask me my 5 and I'm going to ask him his 5. And maybe it will help you get to know us a little better. If anything, I just think it'll be fun. So what do you say? You ready to get started?
Ready.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay.
What is the most memorable trip we've taken together and why?
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
And that's easy for me. We haven't taken a lot of trips. We went to Disney World, 40 years ago and took the kids and, just a few trips here and there. But the most memorable trip for me was the trip we took down here to South Carolina. That first time. Just to look over the area because a friend of ours told us about it. Well, that trip changed the whole trajectory of our lives.
Sure
We
did.
ended up moving here, and it opened a door to a whole new life that we didn't even know existed. We had never thought about moving anywhere because our children and grandchildren all lived within a couple miles of us, and it was too early for us to talk about retirement and things like that. And it just opened a door, and it was an opportunity, and it really changed the way we live our lives, and it was monumental for both of us.
Absolutely.
So that's the most memorable trip, in my opinion. And that was 11 years ago.
All right. What is your favorite tradition?
Now, wait a minute. It's my turn to ask you one of your questions.
Oh, I didn't know we were going back and forth.
Yes, we're taking turns. Okay. Your question, one of them, is what is your earliest memory of us together?
The earliest of us together,
Right.
to me, would be when we had our first date.
Okay.
Because, we met through work,
Right.
but we weren't, together.
No, we weren't dating or anything.
Right.
You worked there and I worked there.
So, yeah, that was it. Yeah, it was the first time we actually had a date and went and played tennis. That was my first.
Well, why is it memorable?
Because I met you.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Okay, your turn.
We know we're goofy.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. What is your favorite tradition or ritual that we have as a couple?
Holding hands.
Aww.
Holding hands is something we have always done. I think it is so intimate. Now, maybe some of you don't, but it's very important to me. And we even hold hands when we're in bed and we're sleeping, or in the morning after I get back from my walk and take my shower, we'll hold hands. I love it. I love holding hands. I think it's such a strong connection. And it's just something that means so much to me. It's
agree.
always been a part of our lives together.
I agree.
You know, some things come and go, things you used to do, you don't do anymore, or whatever. But that has been lifelong through our entire marriage, and that's holding hands.
That's sweet.
All right, your second question. What attracted you to me when we first met?
I think it was, gosh, there were so many things. There really was.
Oh, wow.
No, it was.
At first, when you paused, I thought, well, he can't think of a thing.
No, because there's so many things.
Well,
I think one of them was the fact of how you were a single mom, raising 3 children on your own, and you didn't have anything.
Nothing.
But you would take nothing from anyone.
Nope, I wouldn't.
You know, you were going to do it on your own, no matter what. If you had 7 jobs, that was okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was one of the biggest things that really, I feel that.
Wow, that's nice to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because, you feel like if you have, nothing, you can barely eat and feed your kids, and, you're single and you've got these 3 little kids, and you feel like, who's ever going to want you or even be attracted to you?
Oh.
That's the way that I felt.
All right, the next one for you is, what is the one thing you appreciate most about our relationship?
Our friendship.
Amen.
That is so easy to answer. Because if you have a good, solid, respectful friendship, you can get through anything. Friendship is very important in a marriage, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
Because it can help you look beyond any differences you have.
Yeah.
When you're true as a friend, you stay together. You really do. And I think it's one of the most important components.
Well, you're my best friend.
And you're mine.
That's
All
right.
right. Now, I'm going to ask you question number 3. What is the secret to a long-lasting and happy marriage, in your opinion?
Having faith and a belief in God.
Amen.
And that's it.
It's that really is it.
It is. It is. It's that simple. It's that perfect.
Yes.
But yeah, absolutely. I think faith and our belief in God is the number one thing.
And the reason I feel that's important, not that was my question, but I have to put my 2 cents in, is because if God is the center of your life and of your marriage, then everything else takes a back seat. You can overlook each other's quirks or things that irritate you or get on your nerves or whatever it may be.
Sure.
You look to God and you think about being kind and loving and things like that. So, yeah, I agree with you on that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay.
The next one for you is, how do we stay positive and resilient during challenging times?
Oh, boy. Well, I think we both tend to look at the glass half full instead of half empty.
You are better than me, though.
I am better at that than you, but that way I can lift you up. So you both don't have to be that way.
Yeah.
Because if one person is, they can bring the other person along. And always being positive, not looking at the negative of the situation.
You're positive all the time.
I really am, and I'm so grateful
Yeah.
that God has given me that gift. Because no matter how bad a situation is, no matter how negative it is, I'm going to find the positive. And that's what I'm going to hold on to.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to talk about with you to lift you up and get you where you need to be.
You do.
And I think you do that for me too.
You think?
You do. I don't think you do it as much for yourself,
No.
but
no.
you do for me, and I appreciate it.
I'm glad.
So that's my answer to that question.
Boy, you want to roll here.
All right, number 4 for you is how do we support and encourage each other's dreams and aspirations? So why did you pick that question and how would you answer?
Because I think that we, like you were talking about, uplifting each other
Yes.
and all that. And I think, yeah, like, look, I mean, there's a million things, but one right on top of my head is YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've always supported you and believed in
Yes.
you and fought for you and encouraged you and just everything, you know,
Yes.
because it's important. If it's important to you, it's important to me. So, yeah, that's why I felt that way.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even be on YouTube if it weren't for you, because I don't know how to upload a video or anything. All I do is sit in front of the camera and then he takes it from there. So I'm grateful for that.
Well, thank you.
And the last question, we both picked it. He picked it off of his list and I picked it off of my list.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll each give an answer to that. And that is, how do we handle moments of sadness or loss as a couple?
We've gone through that a lot.
Yes, we have been through a lot of that in the past year.
Yeah.
So how would you like to answer it? Or do you want me to answer first or what?
No, I think for me, again, it's faith in our God, belief that this is a temporary home, that we're all going to go back home, which means to heaven. Being able to talk about it, because we do deal with it different.
Yes.
Being able to see that, our love of each other will always get us through anything in life.
Yes.
This has been really hard, though, because you have suffered a great loss this year. And, I've watched you go through it. Mm-hmm. It broke my heart. It really has. It broke my heart. So I just try to be there for you in every way I possibly can.
Well, I would answer that similarly, but a little bit different. I think we both allow each other to talk and express our feelings, and we listen, and we understand, and yet we also give each other our space, because you are more open with your feelings than I am.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You find it easy to talk about your feelings and express your deepest feelings.
Yeah.
Where I bottle things up. I'm not as open. I have to process things internally.
Yeah.
I kind of keep to myself more. And you give me that time and space to do that, which I am very grateful for. Because that's a way that we are very different.
Yeah.
And I need that. I need that time and space. And I'm still going through that. I still haven't processed probably a quarter of the feelings and things I need to go through. But I figure it will all happen in time and when I'm ready. And I appreciate your patience.
You're welcome. But I think, too, God knows also. Meaning, when He knows you're ready to take on the next part or whatever, He'll be there.
Yes, He'll give me the strength and the courage to face and deal with my own feelings.
Absolutely.
So, well, I think we got through our questions. I was surprised at the ones that Dave asked, and he was probably surprised at the ones that he picked. And I think it's really something that none of our questions were the same except that last question.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, that's the thing that was nice about these questions,
Yeah.
because there was enough of them to where, we each could go through and pick out
Yeah.
what we really thought meant something to us.
And we all have different memories
Sure.
and things that, are important to us or that
Yeah.
we remember or have great meaning to us. And so that was nice also.
Absolutely.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun for us to do. And if you ever have any questions for us or want us to do a video together answering your questions, put your questions in the comment section below and we'll be sure to do that.
Yeah.
Or if you have a certain subject or topic that you would like us to discuss from our own experiences as a couple and somebody that's been married over 40 whatever years. I never remember how many.
As we always say, 40 long years.
So leave that in the comments section as well. Well, now I'm going to leave you with an inside beauty tip, but actually Dave is going to give the inside beauty tip because he's my guest today.
Well, thank you. The inside beauty tip I picked for today was 1 Corinthians 13:4 through 7.
I love that one.
Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. I see you. You're smiling through the whole thing.
I love that.
I know. It's such a special passage of the Bible. I mean, I think, again, if we all realize that that is what real love is, what a difference the world would be.
Well, love has to be at the basis of everything. It really does because, and like it said, you can't be boastful. You have to love at all times. You can't be self-seeking. You have to be patient. You have to be kind. If you follow that definition of love, and that's God's definition of love,
Yep.
you will treat each other well. That will stick in your heart, and you'll react differently than you may otherwise
Sure.
if you didn't have that in your heart. These are the things that make for a long-lasting, forever relationship, in my opinion.
Amen.
And it's easy to get off track, to get angry or to say something unkind or not be patient and things like that. But if you really take this to heart, this is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
How do you feel?
I agree. I mean, I think it's an incredible passage, and it really teaches us what real love is all about.
Yeah.
And I think in the world that we have today, there's so many people who, they don't understand that. They just think, I love my car, I love my whatever, motorcycle, I love this, I love that. It's such a word that's thrown around.
Well, and, when you're younger, I think you think of love as, all the butterflies and the goosebumps and things like that. That's not going to carry you through life.
Not through 40 years, it won't.
No, it won't. And you have to have that kind of love, like to get a good friendship, to have a solid friendship like I
Right.
talked about, and different things you talked about.
Yep.
What attracted you to me. who would have ever thought? I mean, I would think anybody would run the opposite direction. I mean, you were single, never married, didn't have any kids or responsibilities. Why in the heck would you want to get wrapped up with someone who was barely scraping by and had 3 kids and a lot of responsibility?
Because you had character.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that to me is what love truly is and can make the basis of a good, solid marriage. And I wish you all love in your life, love from your family, your friends, your partners. And always remember God's description of love. And it will change your life. It will change how you treat each other and how you treat other people.
It sure will. It sure
Well, I
will.
thank you so much for being here today. I truly do appreciate it. And until we meet again, this is the old girl.
And the old guy.
Yep. Signing out. See ya.
Bye, guys. Have a blessed week.